fish out of water, a child with asthma gasps with every breath. And Raymond Boyce knew that feeling all too well.
I had bronchial asthma. The doctor said that's the worst kind of asthma that you can have. And I wasn't able to go out and play like all the other kids.
Some children outgrow asthma, but the doctors had bad news for Raymond's parents.
They told my mother and father that after having it so long, I might not grow out of it. I might have to live with the asthma for the rest of my life.
At night, looked like every breath would be the last breath. And it was really heartbreaking to see him having to lay there and suffer like that, knowing you would desire to see him up, moving around, enjoying life like other children.
His wheezing would be so bad, you could hear him all over the house.
Raymond wanted to learn to play the guitar like his hero, B.B. King. But since his school didn't teach the guitar, he decided he would learn to play the saxophone. An impossible dream for a kid with asthma.
I wasn't able to talk good because I had the asthma so bad. So I would want the saxophone because I knew the saxophone could do the talking for me. Because the saxophone, it's like a voice.
When he was 11, he took a bold step and bought an old saxophone for $10.
I brought the saxophone home and I just knew I could automatically play the saxophone because I had that desire so bad to play the saxophone. But after playing the first note, I fell out on the floor. And my mother immediately had to work on me.
Despite Raymond's illness, he held on to his dream.
I just knew one day I was going to play the saxophone. And my mother and father kept believing in God for me, even when I didn't believe in God.
One day, he decided to test it and see if he would really answer his prayers.
I said, God, if you're really real, I'm just a boy. If you would heal me from this asthma, I'll learn to play the saxophone for you. Not realizing what I was saying at that time, that I was just saying it just to be healed from asthma, trying to see. I tried everything else that I knew to try, so I was trying to see if that would work for me.
Several years passed, and their family continued to pray for Raymond's healing. Then, when he was 21, God answered their prayer.
My brother was running, and I took out running after my brother, and not realizing that I was going to get sick. But I took out running, and I didn't get sick. And so I stopped and I said, Randy, I can still run. I can run, Randy. I was excited. I didn't know what was going on. So we took out running more and just kept on running to see when I would get sick.
He didn't get sick that day and hasn't had an asthma attack in over 22 years.
I never took the medicine a day since then. Never had to. Matter of fact, I went through all the medicine away. And to this day, I never had to take anything. And the doctor said only 6% of people with asthma, especially to my degree, ever come off the medicine. And I've been healed and I don't take anything.
I was very happy because God had answered my prayers. And even today, I'm still rejoicing and thanking God for his healing.
When I know it comes from God, then I believe in praise.